Hey guys, it is Scope. Welcome back to Let's Play Final Fantasy VIII. Last time we defeated Jumbo Cactuar, got the Cactuar GF, the third to last GF in the game, and this, well, maybe not this episode, but this recording sesh, we're going to attempt to get the final two, even though I don't know if I'm ready yet, but you know what? YOLO. So let's do it. Alright, so let's get our Ragnapoopy. How do you drive? Oh god. Please kill me. Please, Lord, don't let me press the button that makes you go back in the frickin' cockpit. That's gonna be it. How go forward? Yes, I did it. Okay. Whew. So anyway, last episode, before we cut off abruptly, I was telling you guys about these two very important islands. That would be this island here and this island here. The two islands respectively farthest to the left and farthest to the right of the world map. Now, according to the map, you know, it's farthest to the left and right, but on this actual map, I guess they consider these islands the farthest island north and the farthest island south. So, this island right here. So because of that, these islands are very aptly named. Is this the island, or is it that one over there? I think it's that one. Let me find out. Let's land. See what this place is called. Which one's the menu button? My god, I'm terrible at controls. Nope, it's not this one. This is the Milifuele Archipelago. Kind of a cool name. I like how they have, like, kind of nice thought-out names for islands that are just irrelevant. Is this the island? No, that's too small. That can't be it. Maybe it's a different one? It's gotta be one of those. You know, well, it might very well be this one. Yeah, this is it. Okay, so that's weird because this isn't the north. No, it's not this island either, you know, now that I think about it. Oh no, it is this island. Okay. I thought for sure it was. Can I get off the map, please? Thought for sure it was that island over there. But no, it is this island. This island is called, since it's the closest island north, the island closest to heaven. That is the name of it. And the other island, respectively, is called the island closest to hell. Now, these two islands are very important because on them, there are about 20 or so draw points, all hidden, invisible, and they contain the strongest magic in the game, and they refill very quickly. Now, these islands also contain some of the strongest monsters that give you the most XP. So, a really good strategy is to come to this place with Quistis and critical HP and use Degenerator magic on just a group of one enemy. And basically, that is pretty much the best way in the game to farm experience if you wanted to level up your characters. However, in this game, as we know, since there's the magic of junctioning, leveling up your characters really doesn't behoove you. It doesn't really make you stronger. I mean, it does, but it makes the enemy stronger too, so it's kind of pointless. If you want to be stronger, you junction. And the lower the level you are, the lower the level the enemy will be, therefore the more powerful you will be compared to them. So, not really useful, but it's there. And then, of course, there's AP grinding, which we've now discovered is Cactuars. Now, the most important thing is grinding magic. That is the most important thing in the game, because XP, irrelevant. AP, yeah, it's good, but GFs are only, you know, simple, one-time use. They're not going to carry you. The thing that's going to carry you in this game is junctioning. And what do you junction to your stats to make them really good? Magic. Where's the best magic in the game? The island closest to heaven and the island closest to hell. So this is our new favorite spot. So, what we're going to do is make sure that we have no encounter junction because we do not want to grind XP. That's the exact opposite of what we want to do, as a matter of fact. So, who's the big guy who's got... No... Not Squall, really? Oh, well, I am definitely turning that off real quick. Yo, folks, we are back. Alright, I went pee, I signed out of PSN. We're good. So where was I? We were double checking that somebody had no encounters equipped. They do not. Come on. Renoa, get your shit together. Encounter none. Good, okay. Now, all you want to do is walk around this island. There's a map in this guide that shows exactly where all the draw points are on this island, but it's still so small. Basically, you just run around and mash X. And my god, why have I not found any? There's one. Okay, so yeah, Ultima, boom, there you go. Stocked Ultima. It's nice to just run around kind of slowly too. Usually what I like to do is take a run around the edge. And then I like to scour the middle. So there are about 15 to 20 draw points. I think the other island is considerably larger than this one, so it has a lot more magic than this one does. Yeah, sometimes you're gonna do the same draw point. See if we can get Quistis up to her max triple here. Yes, 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 yes. It's really hard to find these draw points, though. My god, how big are these draw points checkboxes? Tornado. Tornado's not all too useful. It's a really good spell early in the game to junction to HP. But once you get Kiraga, Life, Full Life, they're just so much better for your HP. Now, Meteor. I like Meteor. So basically, I'm just doing this because we want to stock up. Oh, Holy. Holy is amazing. There's like no real other good way to get Holy besides these places. Is because we're about to go attempt some of the hardest fights in the game right now. Actually, well, one of them's not too bad, but the fight we're going to do to get the last GF, which is the one I said I never actually got, that's the second hardest fight in the game. And the final boss isn't the first. The final boss is probably the third hardest fight in the game. So this is pretty scary. It's also a boss I've never beat. I've also never beat the first hardest boss in the game. The final boss is the closest I've gotten. What am I drawing here? Aura. Oh, Aura is amazing. If you can get as much Aura as you can, that is the most important spell probably for us to have for upcoming battles. Aura, basically, you cast it on somebody, and they will be able to cast their, they'll be able to do their limit breaks, but without being in critical HP. That is good, just in case you didn't know. Also, I've been doing the same thing I've been doing throughout the whole game. I just give if it's not equipped to anybody, I just give it to a random person. You know, if I need to change it, I'll just switch it over. It's whatever. But yeah, we're going to want to get Aura because, yeah, Aura is amazing. Basically, what I'm going to be doing is I'm not going to be using the critical HP strat anymore against these really good bosses because, hey, they could kill you if you do that. So what I'm going to be doing is trying to keep my teams at really high HP levels that these bosses are hopefully too level to be able to, or too low level to be, oops. Yeah, let's move our ship anyway to somewhere we've already checked. Right over here. Get it out of the way so that we're not, like, parked on any draw points. But anyway, it's actually probably better to do it from a higher up. I can't get a better angle. But yeah, hopefully I'm hoping the bosses won't be able to take our HP down that quickly. We'll just cast Aura and just unload. I'm going to try to get Squall and maybe Squall and Irvine. Irvine's the broken one. Try and get their strength as high as possible. No matter what I get a junction, Ultima, Flare, I don't care. Doesn't matter. So get their HP and their strength as high as possible. And the third party member get their HP up as high as possible also. And then basically just cast Aura on Irvine and Squall and just go ham. That is going to be my strat for pretty much the rest of the game. Because YOLO, you know? We kind of need to start employing good strategies like that because, you know, not on purpose. Our characters have gotten a little bit too high leveled. Quistis and Squall are already around circa level 35, which is scary. Because that's when other enemies start getting really good spells and whatnot, so we gotta be a little careful. Holy. I don't know why I'm giving everything to Quistis. Hey, Tornado. See, this is the one I believe we checked on the edge of the island already, and it's already refilled. So, here's what I'll show you. I'll tell you what I like to do, though, once I finish a rough sweep of this island. I'm undoubtedly gonna miss draw points, but, you know, fuck it. It's not super important that you get all of them because we're getting a surplus. These are free magics that we don't have to spend time in battle getting. Okay, so this island's pretty wiped clean. So now what we're gonna do is we're gonna head to the island closest to hell. And what I like to do is when I'm grinding for these magic things, I just head for the island closest to heaven, or head to one of the islands, draw all the magic there, and then once I'm done there, once I've gotten a lot of it, then I head to the next island, which you can just head in a straight line. They're actually pretty close, even though they're on opposite sides of the map. You can just, you know, go right across. So, and then once I'm done at this island, gathering all the magic, usually the other draw points have refilled already, so you can just go back and forth, and it'll be pretty good. Some of the really high magic, some of the really high level magic takes a while to refill, like the Ultima draw points and shit like that. But so this island is a lot bigger. The island closest to Hell is quite a bit bigger, so you do get a lot more draw points here. Hey, and there's Ultima. Ultima we like. But it also depends on your magic stat, how many draws you get out of these draw points. So it's probably better if we can junction something really good to Squall's magic right now. I mean, he's got Ultima to his magic, but if there's anything I can put on it to make it higher, I will. But I doubt anything would be better than 55 Ultimas. Well, 100 triples would make it pretty damn good, but not much better. And, you know, we don't really need his strength right now, so it's just a temporary downfall. So, yeah, sure, let's put 100 triples on there. Make it 99. Wonder what would happen. Okay, so his strength is 91. It would be 189. He's almost got max strength. It would be 189 with triple. How much would it be with... See, in some of these spells, like, this gets it to 99 with just 8 meteors. Meteor is great to junction. Alright, let's see how many it would get to with Ultima. So 189, 168 with 55 Ultimas. So I think it's safe to say 100 Ultimas would definitely junction better than 100 triples. You know, triple's good for most of the game, but Ultima is pretty much the best. Alright, so let's make sure, because I believe when you're drawing from draw points, it's dependent on the persons you give it to. It's dependent on their magic stats. Hero knows is 45. That is just trash diddly, dude. So let's see if there's anything we can give her that can make it higher. Doesn't matter if it detracts from our other stats right now because we're not using other stats. 100 triples would take it up to 91. That is a lot better than what it's at, so I'll take that. Looks like triple's the best we have to junction to magic right now. Zell, I don't care about you. And 42, huh? That is pretty bad. Kiraga would put it at 44. Bio at 48. Slow at 44. She did. Where are her triples? How many triples does she have? Because she's the one that's not full on triples yet, right? Oh my god, she only has 22. That is terrible. Oh, poor Quistis. Okay, well, we'll give her, where is it? Kiraga right now, which puts it... Wait, wasn't there a 48 one? Yeah, Bio puts it at 48. So we'll just boost it a little bit for now. By the time we're done here, though, her triple should go high enough to make it worth it to junction that. In the meantime, let's draw some stats. So I'm probably... You know what? I'm going to do this off screen because this is really boring. So I'm just going to go around this island, draw some... If I might go back to the other island, do a few more rounds. Basically, I think I just want to get it to where I can junction two people have just about 255 strength. So, or maybe I think what I want ultimately is like 200 Ultimas and maybe 300 full lives total, so that I can max out 3 characters HP and 2 characters strength. That's what I want to do, so that I can feel confident in the upcoming battles. So I will see you guys in just a little bit. Okay guys, I'm back. I'm not necessarily done grinding for magic, but I did want to show you guys some stuff that I'm going to do here. So I was messing around with junctions. I switched in my party to what it's going to be. Squall, Irvine, and Zell, the boys. No, I'm not sexist. That just happens to be the best team because Squall and Irvine have OP limit breaks, and Zell is actually required. Well, he's not required, but in the upcoming area, he makes it a lot easier to navigate, believe it or not. So here's what I've done. Squall only had 2 ability slots on his thing, and I do have 3 different GFs who have the ability times 3. That would be Carbuncle, Alexander, and somebody else. And Irvine had one of them, and Zell had 2. So I figured out a way to I gave each of them a GF so that they could all have 3 abilities. And also, when I took one of them off Zell, it took his Strength Junction away. So Squall had 2 GFs that had Strength Junction, so I gave the extra one to Zell. So basically I just moved some GFs around a bit so that everybody still has their abilities that are junctionable, and everybody now gets ×3 ability. So here's what I'm going to do, because magic just isn't going to be fast enough to give everybody good HP and strength. So what I want to do is teach certain GFs abilities. I keep going into GF and I mean to go into junction. For example, I want to be able to put on Squall here, I want to be able to put HP plus 80 and like strength plus 40, just to give him more raw power and strength in these areas. Initiative is also good because then he'll get to use his overdrive right away. Not overdrive, sorry, I've been playing a lot of FF10, his limit break, whatever. So we're going to use that item that we just got from Jumbo Cactuar right here, Gaia's Ring, which gives the GF the ability to learn HP plus 80 instantly. So we're going to give that to a GF that Squall has. Stop going to GF, dude. So let's just, well, yeah, go to Junction. GF is what I meant to go to. So we're going to give it to Quetzalcoatl. I believe I still can, even though he's got all of his item slots. I don't know. We're going to try, though. Okay, Quetzalcoatl learned HP plus 80. Brilliant. So now we Junction, Squall, ability, and we give him the HP plus 80. So right now he's got 4036. By giving him this, he's now at 7. He's getting over a 3,000 HP boost. Yeah. So now once we can equip some, well, I also switched the magic around so it wasn't confusing. So now Squall pretty much has all the good magic right now. And once I figure out who I want to disperse it to, I'll just disperse it from him. So basically he's got all of the good stuff we've drawn so far. So 75 Ultimas so far. Just 75 Ultimas Junction 2's HP would give him max, which is pretty good. 50 full lives will give him even more than the 100 Kiraga he's got right now. So we're going to do that. So that'll boost him up 300 HP. So the more full lives we draw, the closer and closer he'll get to 9999. And hopefully before it gets to 100, we should get him to all 9s. And then we can start giving full lives to another character. So that's good. We've got 88 bios, which is weird, not really useful. We've almost got 100 triples on everybody, 100 zombie. We've gotten 44 auras total, which is really good. 33 haste are just extra. 53 meteors, which oddly gives me more HP, but it is 53. I don't know. We'll look into that. 41 holies we've gotten, 31 flares, 10 tornadoes. Oh wow, look at that. 100 regions gives me more HP right now. Cool. Yeah, and that's all the good magic we have so far. So we're gonna leave Strength Junctioned. Oh, also I need to see if we have any items that can teach a GF a good Strength Plus. A Strength Plus ability. I know we have something here. I saw it. I was looking at it earlier. Power Wrist right here. Yeah, that'll teach your GF Strength plus 40, which is good and all that, but I kind of want one that will teach it more. So I'm going to look at the, where is it? Abilities, card mod, and see if there's any high-level cards we could mod that will give us better things. Royal Crowns, Magic Armlet. I think Hyper Wrist is the one that will give us strength plus 60 or 80. Let me look it up real quick. God, there's just a huge... They spent like at least 30 pages just making freaking maps to put in this guide that are so useless. Oh, that's a bestiary. I'm trying to find out what a hyper wrist does. And I don't know if that's in here. Yeah, screw it. I'll just look it up online real quick. FF8 Hyper Wrist. Okay, Hyper Wrist can be used to teach Strength plus 60 ability. It can also be stolen from a boss we are about to fight, or you can be won from that boss as well, or we can refine Zell's card into 3 Hyper Wrists here. Or we can use the ability GF ability Med Refine to refine 10 Power Wrists into 1 Hyper Wrist. 10 Hyper Wrists can then be refined into a Strength Up, which will permanently raise your Strength stat. Okay, so let's look into Power Wrists real quick, because maybe we can get away with not modding our Zell card here. Alright, so Final Fantasy VIII. Power Wrist is an item that teaches a Guardian Force the Strength plus 40 ability. It can be bought at Rinrin's store in Esthar with the familiar ability learned, and it can be won from XATM 092 or stolen from Abaddon, Grendel, or Raijin. Okay. Because how many Power Wrists do we have? Because I really only want 1 Hyper Wrist right now. How many Power Wrists do I have? I think I only had 1. Yeah, 1 Power Wrist. It can be bought at Rinrin's store in Esthar with the familiar ability learned. Alright, do I have familiar yet with Tonberry? I do have familiar. Okay. So if I can buy it, I might just want to go buy 9 of those and then teach it to get the Hyper Wrist and give that to one of Squall's GFs. Alright, so I'm going to go do that. I'm going to head to Esthar, go to Rinrin's store, and I'm going to, well, I'll just take you with me. That way we can see how much Power Wrists are. I mean, Strength plus 40 and Strength plus 60 might not seem like a big difference to you, but when you're trying to max out somebody's Strength, it kind of does make a difference. But then again, you know, it doesn't take much. Squall's already doing, at 180, he was doing like 4,000 damage, so I don't know. Okay, so also, yeah, I want to show you something here. When you fly over Esthar with a Ragnarok, look for a circular building that looks like it has a helipad on top. This one right here. And when you float over it, it will say Esthar Air Station. Press X, and we'll be able to land in Esthar Air Station. This way you don't have to land outside and walk in, possibly get in battles. Yeah, you can see the Ragnarok there. Oh, also, oh yeah, my seed level went down from 23 to 22 when I was on the island closest to hell, so that kind of sucks, but oh well. Anyway, if you don't know, right now, since the moon cries happen, people are going to be hurt here in Esthar, and if you don't have Encounter None equipped, you will get random battles in Esthar itself. That's a thing. So watch out for that. It's at this point that you can actually encounter Elnoils in Esthar, which are really good because from Elnoils, as we all know, you can get something very useful. Where the hell are Elnoils? Elnoils right here. From Elnoils, they have a drop rate at level 30 to 39. They have a 15 or 12 out of 256 chance to drop an energy crystal, which is what you can refine into 10 pulse ammo, which is what you need for Squall's Lionheart. It's also the best ammo in the game for Irvine. At level 40 to 100, he has a 100% chance to drop an energy crystal, so just get Squall to level 40 minimum, and you got guaranteed energy crystals from this guy. So really, this is the best place in the game to get energy crystals, which are awesome for pulse ammo, so that's great. Where the fuck am I going? Oh yeah, to the shops. I have no idea how to get to the shops, and thingies are gone. Millions of monsters falling from the sky. Yeah. What a big whiner. Okay, so the shop. No freaking clue how to get there. This right here, by the way, this spot for some reason is like my favorite place to encounter Elnoils. They just seem really common there. I don't know. It's probably superstition, but I don't know. Okay, yeah, this looks right. So the presidential palace is going to be right past here, which is where the next storyline thing occurs. That's where we're supposed to go right now, the presidential palace. Talk to Houdini and shit, but we're not going to do that one. Draw point is this. Blizzard. Ooh. Eat a dick. Alright, the shop should be this way, as far as I can remember. Watch our fans interview the developers behind Titanfall. Oh man, it's getting hot again, guys. It's getting to that. It's not even summer yet, and it's already getting hot. I can just tell how miserable it's gonna be. Every time I think of summer now, and like hotness while recording or like doing LP shit, I always think of Mega Man Battle Network 3 Blue version part. Wait, this doesn't look right. Or maybe it does, I don't know. Part 23, Hot Summer Nights. I can just vividly remember bitching about how hot it was and actually sitting in my chair bitching about how hot it was and how hot it was actually being. Alright, I can shop here, yes? Yes, I do want to go shopping. Oh yeah. Alright, so Rin store. Nope, we want to go to Rin store. Did it say pet shop? I don't know. Bye, bye, bye. Baby, bye, bye, bye. Oh, yep, sure enough, there it is, the power wrist. Strafe, learn strength plus 40. You can also buy force armlets, which I believe 10 of those will refine into the next armlet, which will give you spirit plus 60. And same thing with these giant rings. I think 10 of them will refine into a Gaia's ring, which will give you HP plus 80. I think we just used. And same thing with all of these. All of these armlets will give you the thingy, you know. Oh yeah, and then she's also got the scrolls for really cheap here, which so your GFs can learn all those abilities. That is really good. But anyway, no, they're only 15,000, so we'll buy 19 of those for 285,000. It's about a third of our bankroll, but you know what? It is worth it. It is a pet shop, son. That's just crazy. What would have been cool if we were able to call shop. Tonberry's almost learned that, so he wouldn't have even had to go here. Have a nice journey. Oh, but then again, it's just a call junk shop. No, call junk shop is a separate ability. Anyway, do we have that ability? What was it? It was like Med Refine, right? GF ability Med Refine. Ability. Was it stat? I don't think it was status Med Refine. Med level up, maybe? No, it wasn't med level up. Status medicine, maybe? No. Recovery med, maybe? Oh, hey, look at that. What is it? GF ability med refine. Oh, it's actually called GF Able Med Refine. And apparently only the last GF in the game can learn this. Okay, interesting. Okay, so here's what I'm going to do. We're going to say screw that because we can't wait for that. So what we're going to do is we are going to card mod our Zell card. As long as we've had it and as great as it is, unfortunately we are in the end game, and even though it would still be one of our hands, we're going to get a better card. We're going to get the best card we have. It's going to be better than the Cypher card pretty soon, so that would put Zell at our 5th slot. And then there is a card in between. Eventually the Zell card wouldn't even be used, is my point. So we're going to card mod it, rip the Zell card. It will forever be missed, but if you still go here in our card thing, it's still going to show the Zell card. It's just going to be modded. So we will still be able to complete our... Actually, you know what? No, Zell is the permanently 5th best card, so he would have stayed in our inventory. What do you know? Well, there's a card in between him and Quistis that will get used, so whatever. Anywho, we got to look at our GFs real quick, see who else is Junction to Squall. Leviathan, great. Alright, so now we're going to use our Hyper Wrist. Hyper Wrist. 20 power wrists, man. Hyper Wrist, where the fuck are you? There you are. Teach the strength plus 60. There is no strength plus 80 ability, by the way. I think HP is the only one that has plus 80%. So we teach that to our buddy Leviathan. Oh my god, Leviathan, learn strength plus 60! So that's good. And then I think we're also going to do this. We've got the power wrist to spare now. And we're going to teach Leviathan strength plus 40 too. So now we go to Junction, our boy Squall. We go to abilities. So what's his strength at now? 140. And that's with not even close to max ultimas. And we are going to give him strength plus 60. And that will put his strength to a whopping 224. Only 31 away from max strength. Now, what I could do is take away initiative here and give him strength plus 40. That'll max him out. He's got the max amount of strength. But you know what? I'm not going to do that. We're actually going to give him initiative. And once we get our ultimas up a little bit more, he should have max strength. And then everything else we don't really need to... We can use all our other good magic to make his other stats good. So basically, as we're working on Squall right now. Squall is the main guy we're trying to work on. We're trying to make his HP maxed out and his strength maxed out first. That's all we need to worry about. Then we work on Irvine maxing out his strength and his HP. Then we work on maxing out Zell's HP. And then we can, you know, with whatever we have left, we can get their stats as good as possible, their speed up. And then we give the right spell to the right people. We make sure they have the right, abilities in battle, like draw and shit like that, to be ready for this area. And then we're going to take it on. The reason I'm preparing so much for this place is because this place is hard. Like I said, I'm not even 100% sure what to expect because I've never fought this boss before. Some would consider it a super boss. So this is the point where I'm going to leave you again. It might be the end of an episode, might not. I really don't know how much content I have here. But I'm going to go back to island closest to heaven and hell. And I'm going to grind for some, or not grind I guess, but ravage the draw points for mainly some more full lives and ultimas, but I am going to get the other spells in the meantime because, you know, I need we can use those to increase people's speed and whatnot. So that's what I'm going to do until I have Squall's HP and attack maxed with the full life and the ultima. So I will see you guys in just a little bit. Okay guys, I am back, and I've been doing a little bit off screen, but unfortunately not very much of it was grinding magic. So, but I did get a little bit. So as you can see here, I have now got enough full lives to get Squall's HP up to 8,900, so he's only about 1,000 away from max there, and as you can see, I was able to max out his strength at 255. So, I only had to get it up to 95 ultimas to max out his strength. So that's good, and we've only got 62 lives, full lives, and he's almost at max HP. So once he's at max HP, I'll start giving the full lives to Irvine here. Now what I noticed is once I started giving Irvine the ultimas here, as you can notice, I already started giving him the ultimas. He's already got 11, and he's still only got 57 strength, so I thought that was kind of low. And then I noticed that Irvine, buddy old pal, is still equipped with his Ulysses, which is only his second upgrade, or his level 2 weapon. So I started looking into, it's about time that we should have everybody that we're going to use at least its best weapon. So Squall's got his Lionheart, Zell has his Ergies, so Irvine needs his Exeter. Oh, by the way, Tonberry did learn Call Shop. So I looked at our abilities here. We have Junk Shop, comes with Tonberry, so we can call the Junk Shop. And as you can see, I now have the stuff for Irvine's Exeter. So, I just modded an Armadodo card, and that'll give you a Dino Bone. I already had one. We had more than enough screws. The Moonstones you can mug from Elnoils in S-Star. If you're level 1 through 40, it's a common drop, so I mugged a few from them. And Star Fragments were the hard ones. Those ones you can either mod Iron Giant cards, 3 for 1. Which I only have one Iron Giant card and I don't want to play any Triple Triad, so instead what I did is you can also mug them from Iron Giants. Now Iron Giants appear in S-Star once the Lunar Cry has happened, but it took me a good 30 minutes just to find 2 Iron Giants. They were really rare, but I did mug them and get the 2 Star Fragments, so now we have everything for the Exeter, and as you can see, that's going to raise his... Oh, no, he still has the Valiant equipped. That's his first weapon. He doesn't have the Ulysses or the Bismarck. Okay, so anyway, as you can see, though, it's going to jump his strength up by 21. So that's good. It's also going to up his hit percentage 10%, which is good. So we'll give him the Exeter, and there we go. Now he's got 78 strength. I also equipped him with frickin' strength plus 60. I used a hyper wrist to teach Leviathan strength plus 60 and equipped that to him. So now he's at 78. So with the strength plus 60% for each Ultima we draw now, he should be getting exponentially more strength. We should have him up there pretty soon. Oh, look at that. And I have triple junction to his hit. So with his increase in hit, he's almost got max hit percentage now too, so that's pretty good. Okay, so anyway, I'm going to save here. We're going to call this a recording sesh. I decided, I guess we're not going to, I didn't know how much grinding I was going to do. We are not going to call this, we're not going to do the hardest GFs or whatever yet. We'll do that next recording session, but before I start the next recording session, in the middle of it, I am going to grind some stuff right now. I'm going to grind some more magic. Try to get up to enough Ultimas to get Irvine up to a good strength, and enough full lives to at least get Squall to 9999, and maybe even Irvine. We'll see. So I'll see you guys next time. Peace out, everybody.